Hello beloveds, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is a lady Mrs. Caleb here. Once again, thank you guys so much for joining me. If you're new, because I've seen the numbers increasing, definitely I have new people here. Thank you for joining. I hope you came here. I started this YouTube channel more for like a book where I just keep my memories. Now even worse, because I have little ones. I'm like, one day they're going to sit and watch these videos. I mean, I say this in most of my videos. I think they're going to sit and laugh at me, or I'm really just creating memories, and then in between there I throw in whatever because the channel is too quiet, right? But thank you for joining me. Oh, okay. This video is, oh yes, and to my old subscribers, you guys for tuning in once again and for staying. Okay, so this video I just wanted to do a quick sit down story time for my birth story, right? I remember the first time I did a birth story as well, sit down story time, and I also had a few clips that I took throughout the whole, this time around same. So I'm still gonna sit down and tell you guys what really happened, just a little bit. This way maybe I forgot some of the things, but I hope I remember most. But the funny part is these two birth stories are not so far apart. Wow. I'm like, thank you God, they're really not far apart. What I mean is, okay, so and funny enough, I still popped the same number of days left from my actual expected date of delivery. It's the same for both. I don't know if it makes sense. I think I popped 3 days before both times. Okay, and then the hour is definitely also different, because the first time it was at 1930 or 1938. 1930, and the second time it was 20. Oh wow, guys, I don't know, but it was 2 hours or so after the first popping time. Okay, let me not be all over the place, but okay, let's start off with so that day. Okay, before the actual day, I started recording videos. I was like, okay, it's countdown now. I was already on leave then. I was like, oh, countdown to the big day, obviously the expected date. I actually thought I will pop on the expected date. I don't know. And expected date was the day before my grandfather's birthday, and I was like, oh, that is. Oh, my grandmother actually kept saying, oh, that's still your grandfather's doing, because it's one and the same day. And I was like, I crossed my fingers. I was like, I know I'm tired, but maybe if this baby really comes my grandfather's birthday, I'll be so happy, because my grandparents are everything to me. I don't know how many times I have to talk about this. I started doing videos, countdown, and 3 days before that day, it's the same scenario in the mornings. I started feeling, it's Braxton Hicks, like the fake contractions, but this time around it was a bit painful and unusual-ish, man. Then I was like, in my head I'm like, there's something here. Definitely it reminded me ish of the first time. Sorry, I started trying to remember really how did it feel first time, right? I was like, I think it's the same. Mr. K left for work, and I was like, I'm not gonna tell him anything. He was at work, we're chatting here and there, he would call here and there, just normal ordinary day as usual. And I remember my friends and sister even came over, and I was like, I think it's here, I think it's happening. That was in the afternoon-ish, and there were people working at home. So Mr. K actually even came. Oh no, okay, my friend came over first, and then I was like, oh no, I think it's happening. And then she's like, hey, yeah, are you ready? But she understands, she's a mom too, so she gets it that the contractions are not that severe yet, you understand? And so she even asked me like, oh, where's Mr. K, like what's the plan now? And I was like, no, he just went somewhere, because there are people working at home, like I said. So he went to buy some more materials for these people, and he's coming back. He's like, oh, okay, cool. Then my friend left. Mr. K came actually, and I still didn't tell him. He brought the stuff, and I still let him go back to work without me telling him anything. I was like, oh, okay, see you. And then I think, okay, and then later on, okay, I had snack. I think I had a mango. What else did I eat? I think it was just a mango, and I took in a few like more fluid. And so Mr. K, it was countdown ish to the hour for when he knocks off, because I was like, I'm just gonna wait until he knocks off, because that's baby, like it's not that intense yet. Or meaning I was so convinced that it's the same, like, okay, I'm not a first time mom anymore, but since who pregnancies are the same, you get. But I was like, hey, let me just wait again. I'm sure by the time he comes home, then we'll go, because by then maybe, you know, the dilation as well. I don't want to get to the hospital and it's just 2 centimeters, stuff like that. So Mr. K came home and I told him, okay, right now I'm going to mess up the hours, the times and stuff, but I know it was just a bit too sudden as well. And before he came, I even sat in the bathtub, you know, just relaxing, reading my book. I was just like, because last time I was also put in a bathtub, I was like, oh, this helped last time, so let's see what magic is gonna do now. So Mr. K came home and I told him, I was like, oh no, I think actually first I told Auntie Vicky, like, I'm in labor. She's like, no, you're joking. Like, I am in labor. She's like, what? I'm like, the whole time, like, this morning, the whole day with you, I'm in labor. She's like, no, how is that labor? We are supposed to see, everyone is supposed to know you're in labor. I'm like, no, it's not, but I'm in labor. And she really, I think she believed a bit, but not really. So when we went to the hospital, Mr. K came and I obviously told him. We went to the hospital, we got there, and I'm like, oh no, I'm here I think I'm in labor. Like, oh, okay. So they took me up to the ward in a wheelchair, and I'm like, no, I can walk. They're like, I know. But last time I remember I walked, but I could still walk. But yeah, I get it. So took me up in a wheelchair and went up. So okay, paperwork, Mr. K was doing that, and so they gave me, okay, they put me in my room first. I don't know, we're changing you, put me in another room actually, with a bathtub, and so I you know, I'm trying to remember very well what really happened, because I actually don't want to make this video too long, and but yeah, I should have sat down and maybe jot down a few hints, but that's why it's important to do these videos immediately after you pop. But I chose not to postpone it. I was too lazy, I was too what, but either way, that's what happened. Okay, so my dilation that time was 6 centimeters, and that's when I go to the hospital, 6 centimeters. So it's the same as the first time. But then apparently the baby was still high up. I don't know, something like that. So I dilated 6 centimeters, but the baby was still didn't drop well. Okay. And so my doctor was called. He came. He actually didn't take long, hey? So he came and he's like, oh, okay. And I also checked. He's like, okay, no, we're good. We can just hang on a bit, we're almost there, you know. He's like a very he's a very gentle man. Okay, he's a gentle person, very calm, so, and very assuring man. You know, when someone knows his work, and I know he's not Gardner, but guys, he's sharp man. Like, I don't know how to tell you guys, but if you want a gynecologist, ask me. Really, I will share his details. He's amazing. And obviously throughout that time we were planning it's still going to be NVD, and for what I know and what I've heard, he really tries to make cesarean last option. I think most doctors do, I don't know, but he really does. Anywho, so he's like, no, I'm going to drop my family quickly or pick up something like that, and I'll be back with you shortly. And I was like, no, it's fine, doc. Then he left, and the nurses were there with me, you know, checking vitals, heartbeat. But then the problem was, every time later on, they realized that every time a contraction comes, then baby's heartbeat actually goes down. And then they keep telling me, no, just breathe, you're helping the baby, you're what. There's a part where I had to keep my calm. I think it was a second nurse that came in. There's one main nurse who was helping me throughout. Okay, I forgot her name, but I know her face, and I think she was in charge of the ward, or I don't know, that day, something. but she also knows her work. Like, everything is well for the department. A second nurse came in. Okay, there were a lot of nurses, but this specific second one came in. She's also very nice, né? It's just that I almost lost my cool because the first nurse told me to just breathe when the contractions come. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And every time the contraction comes, I try just to hold myself like this, but I'm still breathing in and out. I mean, I was told I'm helping the baby. Girl, there's no way I was going to cause any harm on the baby by myself, right? So the second nurse comes in and it's like, no, you must be breathing in, breathing. That time the contraction is there, I just want to say, please shut up. Because I'm like, I'm doing it. Number one, I'm already doing it. Number two, I'm in pain. I'm not doing that, like, I'm not doing it on purpose and stuff. Then they realize, something is wrong. So that was because the cord had actually tangled around the baby's neck. So every time the contraction comes, I think now I don't know, something in that line. I don't know. I can't remember well. So they're telling me. And then I figured that out. And so I told them, the edge to push is here. This baby is about to come, I think. And they're like, what? Oh my God. Guys, the drive, okay, the first time, the ride from the room to the delivery room, I could see ish a bit. This time around, I was confused. I don't even know if I was coming from the right, left, what. I could not tell. It's like I blinked and I'm already in the delivery room. Guys, okay, then I had to switch to go to the next bed, obviously, to the delivery bed. And so I said, okay, please, you have to move now. I was like, oh, okay, the contractions, I just wait. That time, the edge to push is there. Like, I'm in between, I'm not pushing. I got on the delivery bed and I'm like, guys, So they already know how to push. Yeah, thank God, because I don't think there's time to really breathe. Okay, but obviously they're doing contractions, baby. I don't know how many pushes. It was really, I call it a fart. Nah? I literally farted the baby out. Boop! While the nurse was trying to actually cut the cord off with the tail or something, boop! Baby's out. Immediately when the baby came out, that's when my doctor got there. And then, yeah, obviously cleaning up, obviously the pictures, everything went very well. Yeah, that was it. I'm grateful for the safe deliveries of my babies, but most importantly, I'm really favored because I've not suffered with my contractions, my labor. Yeah. So yeah, the one thing I actually wanted was to have baby girl come visit us in the hospital, first time meeting the brother and stuff, but we couldn't have that done because I got discharged very early in the morning, and Mr. K didn't have time to leave and then bring her so they come get me. So that we didn't have that. It was not the same, that part, but it's cool. We got home, they met, and it was cute. Yeah, so when they first met, she started kissing the baby and hugging the baby. She's very sweet, very gentle. Yeah, although we get a few face slaps. Okay, not too hard, but like that in the face. I don't know, maybe she doesn't know what she's doing, but yeah. Or you see there's wiping the baby after the baby he has such a bad reflex, and so when we try to wipe and stuff, baby girl gets whatever cloth and tries to wipe the baby. I'm just like, don't worry, just screw up, you're gonna help your breath. Yeah, yeah, that's it. I tried to speak so fast because I don't want to make this video very long, but thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys in my other video, and this is me signing out as a mom of 2, and it's amazing. I get to mother best of both worlds, as in both genders. I'm excited and also already tired if it makes sense, because the 2 under 2 is 2 under 2ing. So I'll see you guys next time.